the Chicago Bears and the Atlanta Falcons. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Ready. Fight. 90 seconds.
They go play action here on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
But they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
Ready?
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
And cycle.
They'll drop to throw. That's complete to John Ross. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain of 28 yards there and give them the first down. And this first drive looks like they want to get that vertical passing game going early.
And they did, and what a warning shot they just fired. If you're not going to back up and play coverage deep, we're going to attack you all game long. And once you adjust to that and you start to back off, then that opens things up underneath. A really nice start for them. Great way to get the game going.
They'll run for the first time with J.K. Dobbins. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. The Falcons at 3-7 now in the year. They come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
Throw left side, complete to Ross. And he is going to lose yardage here. Couple of plays sent him the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14.
17. Field flat. Red cycle. Red yellow. Ready?
Back to throw. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. Give the rookie another one on this opening drive and a first down with it. A nice start, Charles, for the first-year passer. He's come out, made a few plays, nice plays to begin this contest.
He certainly has, and if he finishes off this drive with a touchdown pass, I vote we don't call him rookie anymore. We'll move him right to veteran and continue from there.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
6, 7.
He'll drop to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Ross. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far in the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
Right back to Dobbins on first. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
He's taken down at the 17-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Another run here with Dobbins. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 7 yards there. Down.
First down and 10 yards to go.
On the track. Go. Yellow, blue. Ultra.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Out to his left. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
So many times I advocate not challenging coverage downfield, but on this play, I thought he made an excellent decision to actually do so. If that had been complete, that would have been one for the highlight reel.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
38. Go Pete. Black shot.
They'll set up to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. And how about this first drive? They're being aggressive, slinging it around.
Really confident, too, because they're not trying to fool them with running plays, throwing it, and they're being very successful right now.
The 13th play now coming on this opening drive. Here's 3rd down. They go back to the ground with Dobbins. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. They went backwards 5 yards there on 3rd down to bring up 4th.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Koo knocks this one through the post, and the Falcons are out to a 3-0 advantage. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
Aku just hit the field goal. Now he kicks off. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. To Montgomery to begin the drive. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
Good, sure hands there from a guy not accustomed to catching a whole lot of passes. But how about the way he was able to pull that one in and pick up good yardage?
Five men in the secondary now for the Falcons on 3rd down. Here's Fields. Looking for Pettis, but that's intercepted. Kevin King with a pick. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Hey, it's not the most spectacular play, but I think most teams will take that every single time for the first play of the drive. Begin the series with positive yardage and set yourself up for a very manageable 2nd down.
Now Dobbins again on 2nd down. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 10 yards there and a 1st down for the Falcons.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the 1st quarter.
(3-0) after 1 on EA Sports. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this 2nd go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
You could tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Here we go. Here we go.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Ready?
On play action, they'll throw. He'll buy some time right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. They push him back 8 yards that time on second down.
Well, they certainly took too long to set up play action. That gave the pass rush time to get home for its first sack of the game. For their sake, they may start to think about the quick game and leave play action alone for a little while.
Ritter and the Falcons need an answer and a big play here on 3rd and long following the sack.
Strikers, 3-3. Ready?
Now back to throw. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Jaquan Brisker, and the Bears are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They trail 3-0 after the INT last time led to a field goal, but now another fresh start here, 1st and 10. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on 3rd. Play action. It's Fields. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant. And the Falcons are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
Well, those have been a problem for them all season, but never quite as much as they have in these last few minutes. Let's count it up now. A pair of picks on his team's last 2 drives and double-digit interceptions this season. I don't care if you're the best in the game or an undrafted rookie. You've got to take better care of the football or you're going to cost your team chances.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Well, at least it wasn't a turnover like the last drive. You'd think they'd make an adjustment and be ready to make up for that turnover. Instead, just another big play for the defense on that snap.
After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Now he dumps this off over the middle. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Defensively, they came into the game with the understanding they're going to have to slow him down on passes just like this because he was over 100 yards receiving a week ago. And you know they want to get him involved here as well.
Strike 2.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. They bring a man off the corner that time, and he gets home for a loss of 6. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. The speedster Dante Pettis back deep to return. Taken from just outside the 30. He juked him. Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards. And it'll be a short field for the Bears as they take over 1st and 10. on first down, it's Fields. In trouble, and he's taken down. It'll only be a loss of a couple, but the pressure gets home on first down.
And that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. Fields going to keep it once more. And this is going to be back-to-back tackles for a loss here as the Falcons defense yet again drops him behind the line. Well, sometimes that option can get bogged down before the gears really even get into motion, and I think that's what we saw there.
And I think what he saw defensive end right in his face because he looked up and he was right there. Didn't even have a chance to get going.
They need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. First down, here's the run to Montgomery. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. It was Rashaan Evans there to put a nice hit on it.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Fields now to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Kevin King with a pick. And the Falcons are going to have it here at their own 15. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
A run there on 1st down and a pretty good one at 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line.
And normally you see 3 tight ends in a formation, you have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run. And I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or two towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a very nice pickup.
And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this 1st half.
And that's a nice throw right there. And I'll tell you what I've seen in recent times and actually watched a presentation in the offseason from a college offensive coordinator that showed about 10 different drills that he runs with his quarterbacks to show them how to get out of the pocket, how to get comfortable when they're doing so, and to make plays under that type of duress. That's an example of what we're seeing the colleges deliver to the NFL.
Black Ultra.
Back to throw now on first down. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Okay, right.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Fight, 97.
Dobbins going to take the handoff on the option. And he'll be stopped up at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call. So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball,
Here we go.
you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
11 yards on the play. It's now 3rd down and 9.
They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Onwuasor. And the Bears force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get in the field goal range. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. Now Fields. This one swung out to Montgomery. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Fields. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem scrambling for 22 and a first.
Evident there that he learned his lesson from the last drive. No way he was going to force a throw that time. When nothing broke open, kept it, and ended up running for a first down himself.
Off play action, Fields. He's going to air one out. And this is incomplete. Oh, that looked like a sure 6 points. but he could not get that to stick, and that is a golden opportunity wasted there.
You can feel the anguish all the way up here. It certainly looked like he had that one in the end zone, open, unable to hold on to it.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Fields. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Now it's Fields. Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. 4th down, so they send out Trenton Gill. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. These offenses seemingly still back at the hotel for the first half. 3-0 our score as the 2nd half gets underway. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. To throw is Fields. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And now we've got a 3rd and 3.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him, because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
And he'll be brought down with the 1st down, and a late flag here too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. And again, back to Kmet. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Give him back-to-back catches now. That one for 16. And another 1st down. Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
A read option. Here's Montgomery. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? when the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. A tough run, but not a huge gain. Dropped at the 25.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. It's a pickup of 6.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Going up the gut, Montgomery. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone, trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
Here's Fields on the sneak, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Justin Fields, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Bears have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
On the ball.
They'll go again with Dobbins. Oh, he bowls over it. Oh, he sheds himself free. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Falcons. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is now 10-7. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. From the 6. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And he will take this one all the way back inside the 35-yard line.
That strong return has set them up nicely for this drive, and we all know the next score is going to have a major impact on this game.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. A play fake, now Fields to throw. Rolling to his left. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
A good action to this point in the 3rd quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. Fields. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Kevin King with a pick. And the Falcons are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
with the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Camera, 50 Spears, shot, 17. Ready?
On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the 1st.
Blaster, 6.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
There's the arm strength that we saw in college and during the scouting process. And really, it's not just the arm strength there, but the placement as well. To me, that was an excellent combination of arm talent and accuracy.
So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards on the 1st down. Keeper, and it's 2nd and 1. Well, that's what he can do, when he keeps the football. It's not a huge gain, but it shows how hard it can be to stop it.
Yeah, and I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained. And, in fact, they probably came up and felt pretty good about what they did. Then they looked up and realized he still got good yardage out of it. He's a tough guy to stop.
They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. On 3rd down, here's Dobbins. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Just to pick up a 3, but that is indeed enough. Before they can snap it, time runs out on this 3rd quarter of play. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and that'll make it 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. A pitch comes to Dobbins. And some space here. Touchdown, Falcons. J.K. Dobbins, his 12th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Falcons will add to their fourth quarter lead. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Back to throw, Fields. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up, and now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is going to kick out of bounds. Boy, a fortunate bounce or two there. They'll keep possession back inside the 10-yard line. Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here.
Blackwater. Smith red.
They'll run with Dobbins. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
One more time with Dobbins. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
Dobbins. And Dobbins, he is not going to get there. They stop him short of the line to gain. What a stand so far defensively, and now that's going to bring up a 4th and goal. Certainly some pressure here on Younghoe Koo. This is less than an extra point, just a 19-yard attempt. Koo knocks this one through the post, and that will open the lead up now to 20-7. So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the 4th.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist, but time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. From the gun, it's a give to Montgomery. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. On 2nd and 7, Fields. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Komet. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 35. 23 yards to pick up there.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Fields under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. They get to him for a loss of 4, and it brings up 3rd down on the sand.
Remember, throughout my career here, defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. And they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
We've seen that the deep ball has been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it. Unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Fourth down. Fields has to have this one. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. And the Falcons are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. 2nd and 9 now. And that is incomplete. Kyle Pitts, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
Option play, and they'll hand to Dobbins. And he is going to lose yardage here. 4th down now after a loss of 2. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. On the return is Pettis. It's a net of 40 there. Punt of 48 and a return of 8. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Fields. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. 19. And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review. And this being inside 2 minutes of play, everything coming from up above. So the folks in New York just going to wind up confirming what the official saw as this play will stand as is. On 1st and 10, here's Fields. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. pick. And the Falcons are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line.
Charles, are you kidding me? 4 interceptions? I mean, that's a good season for a lot of defensive backs. A lot of reason to get voted into the Pro Bowl. When you have 4 in one game, I mean, talk about a campaign slogan, right? I got 4. Send me to the Pro Bowl, guys. What a game we've experienced watching this one.
Black, red, cycle, red, mellow, 6, mega, quad red.
That one looks like he'll throw here. This went into the hands of Pitts. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That's good for 28 yards.
Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-bodied tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
An option handoff here to Dobbins.
And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. The 30. 10. And they bring this one back. A fumble return for a Bears touchdown. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. Like they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. You know, that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
Santos with the extra point. And the lead will shrink to 6. Well, on the one side, if you try to take away something positive from this game, they played to the final whistle, getting the touchdown there on the last play, but still, all for naught, really.
Yeah, I'd say give them a bunch of positivity. I like that. That part is good. But I often wonder, when the game is settled and the clock is run out, do we really need to kick it?
Oh, yeah. It's silly. It's silly.
It doesn't make any sense to me. I know that people have explained before, well, you got to play it all the way through. Come on, this thing was done.
So for the Falcons, the win keeps them barely hanging on to their playoff hopes as they move to 4-7.
And they will hit the road next week to take on Washington.
Meanwhile, for the Bears, the problems just get worse and worse as